Kelvin, if I could circle back to the fundraising part of things, winning does so much to at least stir up the excitement and so forth. But I'm curious from maybe your other stops. You had mentioned, in terms of how coaches get involved or what it could be asked of you. But do you sort of, has that been a big part of any of your other stops where you've kind of gone out and done that part of it? You've done everything else here, recruiting kids to come to games and, going around campus, but the fundraising part, has that been something that you've been asked at other schools to do, or has that simply not been the case when it comes to, the coaches going out and doing that?
Well, at Washington State, it was a big part. Jim Livengood was the athletic director, and it was always three people. And some of the other sports, they would take turns going out with us. But I think in my contract at Washington State, I had to do 17 fundraising engagements, whether they were golf tournaments or speaking at receptions, going to different groups all over the state of Washington. Moses Lake, Wenatchee, Washtuckna, Chelan, Bellingham, Moses Lake, Vancouver. I was just thinking, it was me and Dennis Erickson, and then me and Mike Price. They were the football coaches while I was there. But I was young and dumb. But I loved it because it allowed me to get out and meet people. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed getting in the van with Bill Moose, who most recently was the athletic director in Nebraska. And he was athletic director at Oregon, but he was an assistant AD. He'd always drive the van, and me and Dennis and some of the other coaches, Joe Tiller, who was the coach at Purdue, Mike Zimmer, who was the coach for the Vikings. We had a bunch of young guys. We're all young and excited. And, I said, Karen, I'm going to be gone for 3 days. Where are you going? Recruiting? No, I'm going fundraising. But we raised a lot of money doing that. But we had to. We were Washington State. They weren't coming to us. We had to go to them. That was a big part of Oklahoma, too. Me and Bob Stoops, Sherry Cole, the women's coach, Patty Gasso, who's the softball coach, who won all those national championships. I think we had 6 stops. We had a stop in Tulsa where there was about 1,500 people that would come out and listen to us speak. We talk about our seasons. They would get to ask questions about recruiting. But it's not just fundraising, it's friend raising. People need to see you. There's excitement with football now, but and basketball, is at an all-time high. But every school is different.
Lighter note, what kind of cake you got for Kylan today?
I'm a big cake person. I mean, I love cake. I'm hoping it's just a traditional birthday cake with the icing. The slice I want is usually more icing than cake.
That's kind.
Yeah, I like birthday cake. I like birthday cake ice cream too.